Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this time we're going to take another look, delve into some more books from my Tarzan collection. These will be 10 comics running from 1961 into 1964. They are both Dell and later Gold Key. During that time period when Gold Key, Western Publishing, split from Dell Comics, taking their licensed properties with them and forming Gold Key Comics. And always enjoyed those. So we start off here with issue number 125 from Dell. This is 15 cents, which was more expensive than the competition, which were 10 cents at the time. But I think these were slightly larger than the standard 32-page comic. And of course, these all have the great painted covers that Dell and Gold Key were known for. I think this was may have been George Wilson. If not, I don't know who it was then. I don't think it was Mo Golub. And of course, he had the stories written by, as far as I know, all the stories are written by Gaylord Dubois, and the interior art by Jesse Marsh. And of course, this featured Tarzan and Boy, and occasionally Jane. And then had a backup story of Brothers of the Spear, which was serialized through the run, drawn by Russ Manning. And eventually, with Gold Key, they started rerunning the Brothers of the Spear backup stories from the earlier Dell issues, and eventually in the 70s, Brothers of the Spear had their own title, which we'll show some other time. There's issue 127. Yeah, this really looks like the George Wilson. And then, despite some of the action here in the background, with the eland and the baby, looks kind of resembles some of the more sedate covers that Mo Golub had produced for a while in the 50s. So that's 127. There we go. And then here's 128. So, yeah, that's definitely George Wilson. Tarzan facing down a leopard. Lots of good action. And there's no blurb on the front. This one has a blurb on the front. Sportsman's Trophy triggers jungle warfare. And the other one did too, but this one doesn't. And still 15 cents. But here we go from 128 to 129. Still 15 cents, but we have a blurb again. Tarzan rescues boy from strange apes in the caverns of Kor. And I left this one out so we can take a brief look. I really like this cover because it's got all the apes on the front. There's Tarzan and Boy. And in the story, it's as Tarzan and Boy's friend, native friend, Dombey. And if you're unfamiliar with the art, this is a little sample of the Jesse Marsh art. And he was very good at the wildlife. He's because these are some good, nice looking apes he's got. Boy looks pretty good too, but the adult male figures would kind of leave something to be desired. He was kind of, especially later in his life, he was often very rushed, but he could do nice figures when he really wanted to, when he applied himself, and some decent visual storytelling. He could, even though they don't have any in here, he could really do some nice female figures as well. And then here we have Brothers of the Spear by Russ Manning as the backup. And then this one was 131. This one's I've forgotten, 133, I think. And here we see it's still Dell, but the price has dropped to 12 cents. So I think it wasn't quite as thick at the time. And then the next one is 131, and then 135 is Gold Key. So 132 or 133, I don't know which, was when Gold Key started, and it with a 12-cent cover price. This would have been 1963, and this is still a little while before the competition picked up the 12-cent price, or might have been about that time. I'm not sure. This is a really rough guy. I love that cover painting. In the Lost Land, Tarzan is attacked by the near-human Tarzan. Lots more action on the covers. And the Tarzan. This is in the Lost Land of Paul Don, and the Tarzan were kind of 8 men. And this book is nearly torn in two from some time previously, but I got it. Then go to 137, and it's starting to look more like the traditional, what we think of the traditional Gold Key Tarzan covers. And here, the title is still Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan, 135. By this time, in 137, it's still Tarzan. I'm sorry, but the Tarzan rescues a captive princess from the prison of time. 12-cent cover price. Nice action cover. But then here, I think it's the next one. Yes, by 139, the title had changed to Tarzan of the Apes. Kriega, Tarzan fights to break the spell of Dr. Missouri, who controls the beasts with jungle magic. But this one is definitely not a George Wilson painted cover. It looks more like Mogalab. To me, both the face and the way that chimp is portrayed. Yeah, lots of good action there. And then here's 141. And here we see, this is George Wilson, I believe, painted cover. 141. Goro and his thundering herd join Tarzan to combat jungle treachery. And this is obviously some bad stuff going on, bad people doing stuff, and he stampedes the water buffalo on the back of his giant water buffalo friend, Goro, leading the stampede through the native village. And then we finish it off here with 141, 143, issue 143. Another George Wilson cover. Tarzan and Chaka invade the ancient temple of the apes of Thoth. And it's some kind of weird cult in northern Africa, and Tarzan must rescue this baby albino ape, which they have captured in part of their cultic rituals. A lot of action. I really like the painted covers, especially when they have action, and especially ape action going on. So that is all this time, and that was from last one was 1964. That's all this time for the Tarzan comics from Dell and Gold Key, and we will see more such books in the future. So please like, share, and subscribe. Have you seen any of these before? What covers did you like best, etc.? And so do leave a comment letting me know what you think. And remember, comics are art.